Okay, welcome to the lunchtime video. Let me adjust my audio here. Okay, so I should have a bit clearer audio now. This is the lunchtime video. I'm starting about 10 minutes later than I normally do. That's okay. I can still do a full hour for this video. So where we were in the last video is we were trying to get the JSON payload to display in the browser. So let's look at the code that does that briefly here. Okay, it's finally loaded. I'm not sure what took that so long. All right, so the code that we changed to make it display in the browser was in this app.py file. If we go down to the last part of the file, we can see a function where it has a decorator that has an extension to the URL. This results and then job key. So you enter that in and then you execute this. You call this get results function. Um, so the get results function makes this job, and then if the job finishes, it goes in and defines this results list. I believe that's a list. Um, and then it returns JSONify adults. So I think results. So I think what's happening is this here, this line 94, is having problems. I can't add something to the database for some reason. Oh, right. Yeah. So it's right here. This save the results. Yeah. So yeah, we saw a error message here. It can't actually add a dictionary. Uh, yeah, unable to add item to database. So this part was triggering, and it was triggering because this line 60 here was triggering uh, because it can't add something to the database. So I think the problem is the database. So here's the database. I think I just need to get better at databases. I'm almost tempted to just do another. Um, um, I'm almost tempted to go ahead and change gears again into just a database tutorial. Um, I'm just so uncomfortable with databases right now, coming from a network engineering background, that I'm just not sure how far I'm going to get without having a good understanding of databases. But the good news is there is another learning path for databases. So I'm kind of tempted to just pivot again, change gears, and learn more about databases because I really think the problem I'm facing is with the database interaction and with it trying to create an entry into the database. And I could resolve that problem just if I understood more about data collection and storage. So it looks like there's lots of good stuff about working with databases on this learning path to become a Python web developer. There's also a web developer specifically for um, data collection and storage, which I think um, it looks like it's specifically tagged for databases. None of these other ones are. And here's another one for GUI programming with QPY. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Yeah, so this would probably interact with databases in some way as well, but it looks like it's more about kind of like if anyone's ever heard of Tinker, like building like menus, bars, yeah, layouts. So it looks like we've got handling SQL databases in here, but I don't think it's going to be focused on a database itself. It's going to be focused on building a user interface for a database. I really want to dive deep into databases themselves. So here's another one that'll likely have some good database stuff included with it, but again, this isn't specifically about databases. This is about becoming a web developer. So this is the one I would choose to offshoot into if I so chose to dive into that a bit deeper. Okay, so I'm just going to leave this up in the browser for now, but I'm going to go back to troubleshooting. I think I'll have my tshoot file still from the last time I ran it. Nope, so I don't have that file anymore. That's okay. Let's just go through all the motions again and get the error message again. Okay, so we're gonna have to start the server redist. Okay, so here's what we got: unable to add item to database, and that is going to be something. It's going to be the accept clause of our code here in this app.py file. As part of our definition for this result no stop words function or variable. Yeah, so count and save words. When we go down here and we uh, try to save the results, you can see we've got this unable to add item to database is errors.pen. So return error errors.pen. Here we go. We got error and then errors.pen. So the problem is happening there. And the problem here is we can't adapt a type dictionary. So here's our SQL statements. Now I don't see a semicolon, which is kind of surprising. But something is a dictionary when it shouldn't be a dictionary. And I've tried all this sort of stuff before in the last video. Let me try it one more time. I think all I need to do is restart this. Yeah. Okay, so here's the same problem. Canada type, DAP type dictionary. So we can see this is not the problem here. All right, so let's try printing out results. Shoot. I need to think here. What am I thinking about? Right. So in addition to seeing the type, let's see the output. All right, let's just see the result. There we go. Okay, so this will give us more information. Put another one of these at the end. Make it extra super clear. Okay, so now we got for the results again. Oops, it looks like it didn't do any of this extra stuff. All right, so I'm not sure what happened there. Oh, you know what? It's probably going to be at the top. Nope, I still don't see it. All right, that's interesting. All right, let's try writing it to a file. That should do it. I'm gonna restart everything just because it didn't work that last time. I'm not sure what was going on. We'll dive deeper into the link. Oh, here we go. Okay. It prints out here instead of there. Okay. ID none class models result. Um, I'll put ID none class models result. Okay. Yeah, I don't understand what's going on there. I have no idea what's going on. I mean, I have some kind of idea what's going on. So obviously what's going on is in this part of the code, we're tripping this except statement. And that's happening on line 60. This db.session.add um, isn't isn't working. Uh, yeah, even though it's not called out. I mean, that part's working, but the stuff it's. Oh, this is interesting. Yeah, there's something wrong here on line 96 with this. Huh, I'm confused here. I'm wondering what I'm confused about. So I'm confused about this message down here saying there's a problem with 96, line 96, but yet calling out something here that looks like it's on 92. But this is good news because now we're going into this job that is finished. We had problems going into there before, so we're on to the next thing. Yeah, it can't add the item to the database. So this is how I know there's a problem. We don't see line, um, what was it, 60? We didn't see line 60 called out anywhere in the traceback errors, but I know that something in this area is going to be wrong because uh, the error message here is being triggered. So, oh, this is one of my favorite things I like to do to troubleshoot code in Python. We're going to take out the try except block so that we see exactly which line of the code fails. Instead of just triggering an except statement, we're going to see in the traceback exactly which line fails and why. I really like doing that. So let's do that, and hopefully we'll be good. We'll get more information to continue on. That's one of my favorite things to do to troubleshoot. Okay, so once I enter this in, it should fail like it failed before, but now we'll see exactly which line failed, and we'll get a just the um okay, that didn't work. So I think what's happening there now is um yeah, so we're returning the what? That is really confusing. Oh, I never. Oh, I understand why that happened. That happened because I didn't have the worker.py file running. So that's what you get if that file's not running. So I can just start it and now it has a backlog of work, so it'll run that, and I should get an error message somewhere now. Probably in the worker.py file. Yeah, perfect. Okay. Excellent. Yeah, this is working the way I thought it would. All right, so let's clear the terminal and let's run it again. And yeah. Okay, it looks like we already got that message without even having to plug in. Yeah. So this line one, insert into results, um, is not working. Yeah, so here we go. Line 61, DB session commit is not working. Ah, so it actually seemed like it added it fine. It just when it went to commit it, there was a problem. Okay, so let's look at the link that we're given here. And I might even have to just read this out loud. Last time I just kind of skimmed it. Okay, so we've got different error types here. Let's review the message again to see if we can determine which type of error this was. So we've got, okay, relation results does not exist. Okay. Undefined table. So basically we need a table named results, I think. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think this is useful. All right. Um, so it says there's no table. So it's obviously having trouble interacting with the table. Yeah, so I think this should be GNS3, not results. So somehow I'm trying to make a table named results, and it's not allowing for that. So I guess I could just maybe try making a table named results. Maybe that'll help. All right. That doesn't look good. Good. Let's try dash backslash h. Okay, so here we go. So create table, yep, and then results. Yeah, see, this is why I need help. I'm just not good with databases yet. Oh, I've got to define all the columns and rows and stuff. Well, I don't know what I want the columns and rows to be. Oh my God, this is just so completely too difficult. Yeah, this is just too hard for me right now. I think I just don't understand enough about database interactions to get this to work. Um, so yeah, I don't know what I want to do. I guess I want to just can this series for a while, because this is just kind of too far beyond me. We can see what the error is. We can see why the error is. But it's just learning about databases. I just don't know enough about this SQL alchemy or even SQL at all to really effectively handle this. So I think what I want to do is kind of stop this for now, um, and go through the data collection and storage learning path from real Python and then come back. And if I do that, I think I'll do uh, the real Python um, learning path as part of my wild networking series. Now, wild networking series is for network engineering in the real world as opposed to on a test or in an exam. So A tutorial is kind of iffy. I'm not sure how much that is related to the real world, but I'm gonna say that this would belong on my wild networking series for the same reason why reading RFCs belongs on there. They're um, basically wild range resources that you find for free online. So the resources that are out in the wild that you don't pay for or sign up for or anything like that. So basically, the point of the wild networking series of playlists is that anyone watching can go and do it for themselves without any sort of special access. For the JNCIE SP series, I have all kinds of special access. In order to take the exam, you have to have employment with specific employers that make you eligible to take the exam. You have to get a license for some of the images. You have to have passed prior exams. So I've got a lot of series, and even this series I that I'm working on now, I purchased the book for. So there's a lot of series where if you're watching along, you're just not going to be able to follow me because I have special access and special pre requirements. But Wild Networking series, the whole point of that series, everything I do, you can do. It's just all out there in the wild. So I think that's going to be the end of this video. It's only been about 30 minutes. So I do have time for another video. So I think I'll start an intro video to the next series I'm going to do, which is going to be part of my wild networking playlists, and it'll be the data collection and storage learning path from real Python. And unfortunately, this whole series, reading the Flask book and all that, I think I'm just gonna let this go for a while. I've been reading too much and doing too much where I'm what I call taking an L, where I can't follow along with the examples. I don't know what they're talking about. I'm just kind of, even though I'm reading things and reading things out loud, I'm just not getting a lot of like, I think long-standing benefit or value out of what I'm actually doing. So uh, so I think getting this to work, having it up in my lab, being able to demo it, being able to mod it out to do my own things, show people, hey, look at what I did. I made this. Isn't this cool? That's what I'm aiming for on this channel, to do as much of that sort of thing as possible. So just sitting and reading something really is kind of the lowest tier of what I do on this channel. The highest tier is things like earning a cert, making a project on my GitHub that I can show other people and kind of impress people with. Teaching is at a pretty high tier too. Any video I make where I'm like, somebody asks me something later, I'm like, hey, I explained that really well on my channel, and I can link them a video on my channel. That's high tier. So I think I'm moving on from that book again. Unfortunately, I just think some of what I've been doing on there has been from that low tier of activities of what I do on this channel. So I want to move back into that higher tier of activities. So I'll be doing that in my wild networking series when I work through this learning path. So thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.